Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about the thermodynamic properties of steam and some numerical problems. In the module 1 we are discussing about the formation of steam, how it is formed and what are the properties of the steam, the dry steam, the wet steam and other properties. Now we are going to discuss about the problems how to solve with the thermodynamics properties of steam. So first thing is we need is what is the enthalpy. In the previous videos we have seen about the heat and temperature. What is the heat, what is the temperature, and what is the enthalpy here. So enthalpy is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kg of water when it is at 0 degree Celsius. Okay, so and it is how much amount of heat required to convert this into a 1 degree temperature rise. Okay, to make it into 1 degree temperature rise when it is in 0 degree of water. So in a constant pressure we are taking this, and now we can see the graph how it is the formation of steam takes place. So this graph says that the heat energy and the temperature. In the horizontal x-axis we are taking the heat energy, heat, and in the vertical axis we are showing the temperature. When we are taking the water at 0 degree, that's point A, okay, and when adding some heat, that heat is called a sensible heat, and it will reach until the 100 degree, that's the saturation temperature. The heat is getting added up and the water starts to boil at a saturation temperature. We call it as TS, or boiling point, or saturation temperature. So the heat, amount of heat required for boiling from 0 degree of Celsius to 100 degree of Celsius, we can take it as a sensible heat. Okay, that's what it's mentioned as A. And from that point, the boiling point, again I am adding heat, and that heat is getting added up. So now the phase is going to be changing, that is the water at the 100 degree is going to convert into steam. So little the water is going to be converted as a steam, and the entire water becomes steam at a point C, where this amount of heat added for the conversion of the water into steam, we call it as a latent heat of vaporization. Okay, so until this, the stage is getting changed, the phase is getting changed of the water into steam, but the temperature is constant, that is at saturation temperature only, right? After that, further I am heating, adding the heat. So the temperature is going to be rising, and the steam is getting heated up, and the steam we are having a rise in the temperature. We call it as superheating, and the temperature is, we call it as at end point, you can take it as a T superheated temperature, right? Let me see here the formulas and how to solve the answers for the enthalpy of a steam. If you want to identify how much amount of heat required to raise the water from 0 degree of temperature to a particular temperature of the wet steam, okay, that is 1 kg of, the definition is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kg of water at 0 degree temperature to 1 kg of steam. Okay, that is in what position it is, whether it is dry steam or wet steam, that depends. So it depends upon the dryness fraction. Already we have discussed about what is the dryness fraction. Dryness fraction is the amount of particles, what is that, amount of dry steam present in a total mass of the wet steam. So we mention it as x. If x is 1, it is totally dry steam. If x is in decimal, it is in terms of wet steam. So now enthalpy of wet steam, we have to find with the help of formula, that is enthalpy of wet, H wet is equal to Hf plus x into Hfg. The x is, we call it as the dryness fraction here, right? And enthalpy of dry saturated steam, now as I said, the same formula, but x will be equal to 1. When x is equal to 1, this Hf plus x into Hf, the x is equal to 1, so it becomes Hfg. So Hf plus Hfg is equal to Hg. The enthalpy of dry steam formula is Hg is equal to Hf plus Hfg, which is defined as the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kg of water at 0 degree and to 1 kg of dry saturated steam at a constant pressure. Okay, these are the two important formula, H wet and Hg. Next, we are going to find about the enthalpy of superheated steam, that is after converting into steam, again I am adding up a heat to increase the temperature of steam. So that again the amount of heat required for the rising of the temperature from 1 kg of water at 0 degree to 1 kg of superheated steam at any constant point, at constant pressure. We call it as the enthalpy of superheated steam. So enthalpy of superheated steam formula, H super is equal to Hg plus Cps in bracket T super minus Ts, that is superheated steam and the saturation steam. Okay, superheated and saturation steam, you can see that enthalpy of wet steam, dry steam and the superheated steam. So here we can next we can go for the specific volume. So specific volume in the sense volume, how much amount present, how much volume is occupied. Okay, so the volume, specific volume in the sense how much volume occupied for per kg of a steam, per kg of the substance. If you take 1 kg of wet steam, then it is a specific volume of wet steam, we can say. If you take dry steam, we can say volume of specific volume of dry steam. Superheated steam is V super. So here Vg in the terms it says that specific volume of dry saturated steam, and wet steam is specific volume of wet steam, V wet, x into Vg, that is how much amount of dryness fraction that to be multiplied with the specific volume of the dry steam. So we call it as the V wet, and V super is equal to the same Vg by Vs. If you have a formula, that is the equation says amount of volume in at T super saturation temperature we have to take, and the amount of volume in superheated we have to take. So Vg by Ts, which is equal to V super by T super. From this equation we can find the volume occupied of 1 kg of superheated steam, that is V super, which is equal to Vg in bracket, that is a product, we have to multiply this with T super by Ts. Okay, then from this equation we can find the specific volume of superheated steam. And internal energy of steam. Okay, what do you mean by internal energy? Internal energy in the sense the total heat energy at a constant pressure is the sum of the sensible heat and the latent heat. Okay, already we have seen what is the sensible heat and what is the latent heat. So when temperature rises from 0 degree of water to the boiling point, we call it as a heat, amount of heat required for raising the temperature from 0 degree to its boiling point, we call it as a sensible heat. And after that, the phase change from 0 degree of water to from 100 degree of water to this 100 degree of steam, we call it as a latent heat. Okay, this latent heat and the sensible heat, the amount totally we call it as internal energy, and it is the difference between the enthalpy of the steam and the external work. We can call it as enthalpy and the external work of evaporation. It is mentioned with a formula, but by U is equal to H is the enthalpy minus P into V. Okay, that is the sensible heat we are going to see here, the amount of heat required for rising of 1 kg of water from 0 degree to boiling point, that is the saturation temperature at a given pressure, is called the sensible heat. And the latent heat is the amount of heat which is required for conversion of the water for saturation temperature into the steam at the same temperature. Okay, so it is the heat required to convert the 1 kg of water at a saturation temperature to 1 kg of dry saturated steam at the same temperature. It's a definition for the latent heat of evaporation. So by adding these two, we will get this internal energy, and the superheat is the amount of heat energy which is required for raising the temperature of the dry steam into a above super saturation level. Okay, so degree of superheat, there is one important term, we call it as a degree of superheat. Here, what is the degree of superheat? The degree of superheat, in the sense, it is the difference between the superheated temperature and the saturation temperature. Already we know what is the saturation temperature, the temperature at which the water starts to boil at a constant pressure. We call it as a saturation temperature, and after that it is going to be changed, the phase change. After that it is risen up to a saturation temperature, superheated temperature. At whatever heat you are adding, it will be added the temperature of the steam. So at some point we will have a superheated temperature. The difference between the superheated temperature and to the saturation temperature, we call it as a degree of superheat. Okay, so degree of superheat is the T super minus Ts. So now we can find the density. What do you mean by a density? Mass by volume. Normally we call it as a density is the mass by volume. Per unit of volume, we take this. Okay, mass by unit volume. We call it as the density, and it is the reciprocal of specific volume. Already we have studied about what is a specific volume. The volume occupied per mass. Okay, so here the volume occupied per mass we call it as specific volume, and the density is volume by mass. So it's a reciprocal of the specific volume. So 1 by Vg, if you take density of dry steam, 1 by Vg you can take. If you want to wet steam, 1 by x into Vg. X is the dryness fraction, as we said. So for this dry steam, x is equal to 1. This is the logic over here. So density of the steam, we know. These are all the important formulas for solving the problems. So one by one, again, just a revision, we will see this. So what is a sensible heat, what is internal energy, and what is enthalpy, entropy, enthalpy of dry and wet steams. So enthalpy in the sense, the heat required for the conversion for 1 degree of water into ice, and the internal energy is the sum of the sensible heat and latent heat. So we know what is sensible heat. Sensible heat is the amount of heat required for the conversion of 0 degree of water into the saturation level, that is a boiling point. Latent heat is the heat required for the conversion of the 100 degree of water or the saturation temperature of water to the steam, conversion into steam. Okay, fine. Now we will go for the, that's what internal energy we have seen, specific volume we have seen, enthalpy we have seen, density we have seen. So now we can go for the the degree of superheat is the difference between the saturation temperature and the superheated steam here. And the density of steam, what is the density of steam? It is the mass per unit volume for the given temperature and given pressure and temperature. It is the reciprocal of the specific volume. Already we have discussed what is specific volume. It is mass by volume. So 1 by Vg and 1 by x into Vg, that is what density here. So we will solve some problems in the next videos.